cheered for the version of me they were comfortable with. But the moment I started changing, some people got quiet. I mean, really quiet. Because not everyone is meant to grow with you. But at the end of the day, keep growing, keep becoming, because the people meant for your next chapter will meet you there.
Breaking the silence, taking the dive in. Nikki pulling strings like she playing the violin. Made in his likeness, radiant vibrance. Give him all glory, ain't no way to deny it. She gon' make you laugh, she gon' stimulate your mind. Making things shake, she ain't in no wasting time. They can come close but can't imitate the grind. Got a different way to illustrate and innovate designs. BTS podcast, gotta watch that. Teaching us the game, that mean Nikki got class. If you watch it once, you gon' wanna stop back. This an opportunity that you cannot pass. Unleash your inner voice, cause better days coming. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days. Better days, get ready for better days. Better days, better days.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Motivational Monday. I'm your host, Nikki, Nicole, and this is your first time here. Welcome. And if you've been rocking with me for a while, thank you for coming back. Today's message is for the person who's been doing the work, the person who's been healing, growing, setting boundaries, and becoming the better version of themselves, only to realize that not everybody is happy about it. So let's talk about it. Have you ever noticed people were okay with the old you until you became the new you? Think about it for a moment. Think about that for a moment. Have you ever noticed that people cheer for you when you're talking about changing, but when you actually change, they get quiet? Some people will clap for the idea of your growth, but they'll become comfortable once your growth requires them to change how they treat you. See, people get used to a certain version of us, the version that always said yes, the version that never spoke up, the version that accepted less than we deserved, the version that stayed available no matter what or how we were treated, right? But when you start respecting yourself, when you stop chasing people, when you stop apologizing for protecting your peace, some people won't recognize you anymore. Not because you become fake, because you become healthier. And healthy people make unhealthy relationships uncomfortable. But one thing I had to learn is this: everyone won't celebrate the new you because the old you benefited them. The old you answered every single call. The old you carried everyone else's problems. The old you stayed silent just to keep the peace. The old you was easier to control. How many of you have been through this? Yeah, me. But now you've learned to say no, because that's a complete sentence, right? No. Now you've learned that your peace matters. Now you've learned that healing sometimes means walking away. That's not arrogance. That's not selfish. That's growth. But I learned, being on my journey, I learned a lot. I remember when I decided I wasn't going to wait for opportunities anymore, I started creating them. I built the podcast, started interviewing people, and I launched music reviews, music promos. I just kept going because my mind was in overdrive, wanting to do the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. Still like that to this day. Now, in the beginning, some people supported it. Some people got real quiet, but I learned something. Either way, if I waited for everyone to celebrate me, I'd still be waiting. Sometimes you have to clap for yourself. Sometimes you have to pat yourself on the back until the right people join in. People watched you struggle for years and never said a word, right? But the moment you started winning, posting accomplishments, or chasing your purpose, suddenly they have an opinion now. Sometimes people are comfortable with your struggle because it doesn't challenge them. Your growth does. Don't let someone's discomfort become the reason you stop growing. But here's something nobody talks about. Growth can be lonely, right? It's lonely at the top. It's lonely at the top. Sometimes you'll lose people you thought would be with you forever, right? Not because you did something wrong, but because your direction changed. And everybody isn't meant to go where you're going. They're not. Before we get back into today's conversation, I want to say thank you for being here. If you've been enjoying the stories, the laughs, the lessons, or even the tough conversations, hit that subscribe button and join the Breaking the Silence family. Every subscribe, every like, every share helps these conversations reach someone who may need them. I appreciate you more than you know. All right, y'all, let's get back into the conversation. Some people were chapters. They were never supposed to become the whole book. And that's okay. You have to be okay with that. Don't shrink yourself just to make other people comfortable. Don't go backwards because somebody misses the version of you that no longer serves you or that had no boundaries. Don't apologize for becoming someone you prayed to become. Remember those nights you cried, those prayers you prayed, those moments when you asked God to make you stronger? Well, strength changes people, right? Healing changes people, growth changes people, and change makes some people a little bit uncomfortable. So if you've been feeling guilty because everyone isn't celebrating your new season, so what? Let that guilt go. You don't need everyone's approval to walk in your purpose. So keep growing, keep healing, and keep becoming. The people who truly love you won't compete with your growth. They'll celebrate it with you. They'll protect it and they'll be inspired by it. But before I leave you, I want you to remember this. Don't measure your growth by who stayed. Measure it by who you've become. Because the goal was never to keep everybody. The goal was to finally become the person you were created to be. So let me ask you this question. Have you ever noticed that people loved you when you had your low confidence or your low self-esteem or you felt like you just wasn't good enough, but then got uncomfortable when you finally found your voice? I'm living in that story every single day, y'all. But think about that. Just think about that for a moment. If today's message has spoke to you, I want you to leave in the comments. I'm not going back. And tell me, have you ever lost people because you started growing? Let's have a real conversation. And if this message has encouraged you in some type of way, share it with someone who needs the reminder that their growth doesn't need permission or approval. So until next time, keep healing, keep growing, and keep believing. And as always, keep unleashing your inner voice. Later, everybody.
Better days, slowly but surely it's a better space that'll waste my mind, so I meditate till I levitate, I elevate when I learn not to hesitate no more, keep moving forward, chase my goals and focus more towards it, hate the lows but I need those to flourish, place my goals in front, that's what's important. So I ask myself what inspires me, breaking out of my shell, feeling yo shot quiet me, and now I'm breaking the silence like I'm Nikki Nicole, let's go. Promise you gon' see better days. Gotta keep going till you see them. Promise you gon' see better days. You gotta keep going till you see them.